In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can calculate your loan payment amount if you've got a balloon payment at the end. So with a balloon payment, you're paying one large lump sum at the end, and by doing so, that's going to make your monthly payments smaller. And I'm also going to show you how you can do a quick what-if analysis to determine what that balloon payment needs to be if you're aiming for a certain monthly payment amount. So let's start by setting up our inputs. First, I'm going to specify my loan amount here at $50,000. And then the interest rate, I'll say is 5.25%. The number of years that the loan is for, I'm going to say it's 3 years. And then payments per year, which is typically going to be 12 for 12 months a year, a monthly payment amount. And the balloon payment, I'm going to initially set this at $5,000, but we're going to adjust this later on, again, to do those different what-if scenarios. And now I can calculate what my monthly payment is based on these inputs. So I want to differentiate my formula here from my inputs. I'm also going to highlight my inputs in yellow, just so it's clear that these are inputs that I can change, and this is my actual formula calculation in here. I'll put that in gray just so it's clear. And this is useful for preventing mistakes if you're setting up a spreadsheet that other people are going to use. So for this, I'm going to use the payment formula, PMT, and I'm going to specify the rate, which is going to be this annual interest rate, 5.25, divided by the number of payments per year. We want to avoid hard coding when we can, just to make the spreadsheet more dynamic and easy to update. And then for the number of periods, we're going to take the payments per year, multiply it by the number of years. The present value is going to be the loan amount, but we're going to put this as a negative value. And then for the future value, this is what's left over in the future at the end of all these payments, at the end of these years and payments per year and all that, the remaining balance. And that's going to be this balloon payment. So normally, if you're just doing a typical amortization schedule, you set this to 0 because you assume everything's paid off. But with a balloon payment, you're saying that this is going to be your balance at the end. So now I'm going to close this out, and it's going to tell me that my monthly payment is $1,375.62. So if I change this to, let's say, $6,000, you can see my monthly payment declining. Let's say $10,000 at the end. Now it's down to $1,247. So let's say what you want is a monthly payment that's only $1,000 a month, right? Rather than keying these values in over and over again, I'm going to show you how we can have Excel do this what-if analysis for us. If I click on the Data tab, there's an option here under Forecast to do a what-if analysis. If I click on that, and I click on the option for Goal Seek. So think of it as you're seeking a certain goal for your cell. So we have the options to set a cell to a certain value by changing a different value. So the cell that we want to set is going to be this one, our monthly payment out. We want that to be $1,000. How do we get there? We're going to do that by changing this balloon payment. So we've only got one variable to account for. This one is going to drive the changes here. Click on OK. And now it tells us that if we've got a balloon payment of $19,611, our monthly payment is going to be precisely $1,000. So that's how we can work with Excel's what-if analysis to determine how much that balloon payment would need to be to get to that desired monthly payment. And if I type in, let's say, 20,000, then obviously it'll be less than that. But by doing that, you don't have to do that what-if analysis yourself, that guesswork. Excel can do that easily for you. Just go to that what-if analysis. And remember, when you're using Goal Seek, you're specifying what cell you actually want to change, but you're not really changing it. You're saying, I want this cell, this specific cell, to get to this value. And how it's going to get to that cell, how it's going to get to that value is by changing one of these inputs. And so if I select that input, then it's going to do that work for me and calculate that and save me a lot of time in the process. So that's how we can calculate monthly payments when factoring balloon payments as well, and also doing a what-if analysis in Excel. I hope you learned something. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.